Hello everyone and welcome back to Tomohawk Talks Alopecia. First of all, I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone who commented on my last video, which was on emotional issues. Great response on that video, and also a big thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel so far. It's doing really well. I'm quite shocked about how many people are engaging with the channel, subscribing and asking questions and everything else. It's really positive and it really warms my heart, so thank you very much for that. So today is going to be a kind of a video of a difference. We're going to answer some questions. I've been through all the comments which are being posted on all the videos I put up on the channel, and we're going to answer some questions and also fill you in on some little bits and maybe a bit of I'm going to show you a picture of what I looked like before I had alopecia. So if you're curious to know how I looked, then by the end of this video you will know. So let's get on with it. So the first question I have here is from, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Transmum, and the question was, would I ever wear a wig? Now, I've had alopecia for about 8 years now, and it has never come across to my mind going, I should wear a wig. At the time when I had one, I used to have very long hair, and even then, when I lost it all, I never thought I should wear a wig, because I thought it's just not for me personally. Now, I know I'm not speaking for everyone, because this is just my personal choice. I did not want to wear one. I felt that I worried too much that it may come off and I may be exposed, or I just felt like, I don't know, I just sort of wanted to, I just had to do it without, and sort of, I'd rather people know about it than hiding it. Saying that though, when I did lose all my hair, I used to wear a hat all the time. I wear hats now, but that's different, that's through choice, but I used to wear a hat, like a woolly hat, when I used to go to work, and that used to be very awkward because I used to get people asking me questions like, what are you wearing a hat for? You having a bad hair day? Or what's happening? And I wore that for I think about 3 months, a while anyway, at work, and then I was speaking to my friend one night, and I just said, you know what, I'm just going to go into work tomorrow without my hat on, and if anyone says oh, then I'm just going to have to try and deal with it. So I remember one morning shift at work, just went in with that hat on, and that were it. Just took it from there, really. The only other time I used to take my hat off was when I was playing basketball at college, and I went and told my coach about it, saying that all my hair had fallen out, and just went to practice one day, just got on the court, forgot about everything, took my hat off, and just played. And yeah, I think it's just kind of good sometimes just to embrace it, because it's a good way for you to start accepting it. So that was a question about a wig. No, I have not considered wearing a wig. The only wig I've worn was on the Alopecia UK when we did the charity wig walk, and I'm also supporting their t-shirt today. It says I have alopecia on it. It's an Alopecia UK top. I'll leave a link to their channel, the website, in the description below, so if you want to check it out and get yourself a fancy t-shirt like mine, you can do. So I'm going to move on to the next question. The next question is from Sitting Jewel. Now there's a couple of questions with this one. First question was I born with it? I was not born with it. I started getting alopecia when I was just before my 18th birthday. Can you catch it? Now this is quite a funny question, really, because I've been speaking to quite a few people with alopecia, and everyone else seems to be under the impression that if I sneeze on you, you're going to catch it and all your hair's going to fall out. Well, that's definitely not the case. That is a load of rubbish. So you cannot catch it. I cannot. If it's in alopecia, you're not going to give it you. It doesn't work like that, okay? So we're putting that little myth to bed right now. Okay. How long does it take for your hair to grow back? Now, that is a very difficult and hard question to answer, because it is different for everyone. Some people may lose their hair, maybe having like alopecia areata, which is they might lose it, they might get it back in a couple of weeks, or it's very there's no time scale. I mean, myself, I've had 8 years and I've had no hair come back at all. It depends on the person. You may get it back, you may not get it back. That's a cruel thing about alopecia, to be honest with you. You can get it back and then your hair can fall out again. That is just the cruel mistress about it, is the fact that if you get it back, that's great, but you can also get it back and lose it all over again. So I hope that's answered your question. Now this is quite a difficult name. It's CMJ2070 and asks, are you prone to being cold? Now, yes, I am. If it's the only way I can sort of describe it for everyone. If you've been to the hairdressers and say you've had a haircut and you're going out on a cold day, that's the only sort of kind of way I can sum it up for you. Like, you're quite cold. Me personally, I'm quite cold. If I'm out without a hat on and everything else, and you can feel the breeze and it's quite cold, yeah, but I've got plenty of hats and everything else, so I do try and keep myself warm. And that's a bit of advice for everyone with alopecia, is to keep yourself warm, and also if the sun's out, is to cream that Swede or head or scalp or whatever you want to call it, because we are very prone to sunburn. So, sun cream. Okay, right then, next question is from Francis Cotton. I hope I pronounced that right. Was my family affected by it? Now, yes we were, because well, when I lost it, I went for a year's worth of treatment and it didn't come back, and everyone was quite upset about it. My mum was very upset about it, and she sort of blamed it upon herself because she had this thyroid condition and she thought that it had been passed on to me, which wasn't the case at all. So she, yeah, to begin with, she was quite upset about it, and my dad was as well. And my brother kind of, I don't know, he kind of took it in stride. I will try and get a video up soon of me talking to perhaps my brother and also friends and family to try and get a reaction from them, because it's alright me telling you this, but I think it'd be kind of nice having their perspective on it, just to see how their thoughts and feelings towards it all, and what they thought and everything else when I first had it. But it should be fine by now, because it's 8 years down the line, and if you've got a problem with it still, then there's something wrong, but they haven't, so that's cool. Now, there's another question from a girl called Lucy saying, was there any side effects? I wasn't too sure what this question meant, and she didn't reply to the comment I left her. So I'm going to sort of spin off into a, we'll call it the things you wouldn't think or wouldn't know about alopecia. Now, the first one for me, what I noticed straight away is, without having eyelashes, I developed getting, like sleep on your eyes. When you wake up in the morning, you've got a like sleep on the corner of your eyes. Now, this might sound very gross, but the sleep actually appears on your eyeball, which they don't tell you about, which you find out in your own thing. So, in the morning when you wake up and you got sleep on your eyelashes, and you rub it off, you get that on your eye. Now, it's not very pretty, and I would suggest to anyone, if you're new to alopecia or anything else, or if you haven't got any eyelashes, you do it first thing in the morning when you get out of your bed. You get out and you wash your eye, because you don't want that stuff floating about, because it's nasty and you could get like conjunctivitis or something. So that's one thing you didn't know about alopecia. Now, the other thing, there's a couple other things. These little things, which are supposed to be their eyebrows. Now, not having them, I have found out, can be quite difficult. First of all, your eyebrows act, as silly as it sounds, as like a little deflector when you're out in the sun. Like when I drive now, I always have to wear sunglasses because I can't see. Even in like normal light like this, you can tell my eyes are kind of like squinty, because we just can't cope with this amount of sunlight, because your eyebrows act as like a little deflector, as daft as it sounds. So like that, I can actually see better as compared to that. So your eyebrows are really useful at deflecting sunlight. And another reason that they're useful, and I found this out because I do quite a bit of exercise and everything else, is they are great at keeping sweat out of your eyes. As nasty as it sounds, it's very true. When I exercise and I do all this other stuff, the sweat just goes straight in my eye, which isn't pretty and it stings. So that's something you didn't know about alopecia. If you lose your eyebrows and sweat gets in your eyes, it's not pleasant. But guys, I'm just telling you this as something that you didn't know, because if you have alopecia, you'll know exactly what you're on about. You're like, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. But if you don't, you'll just be like, well, I didn't know that. Another thing, guys, I have alopecia universalis, which basically means that I've got no hair on my body whatsoever. Now, just take a second to yourself and think, where on your body has hair which you need? Now, the answers are your nostrils and in your ears, because you have tiny little ear hairs which push out wax and everything else, and it's like a natural filtration system. Same with your nose. Got no nose hair, therefore my nose runs. Now, this just might be me. I know I've spoke to a couple of people with alopecia and they say the same thing. It's like, yeah, nose is running. Yeah, that's because you got no hair up your nose, and they act like a little filtration system. So that's another thing. You've got no nose hair, so your nose runs all the time. So that's just another little thing about alopecia. So guys, hopefully this has been somewhat helpful to you. The next couple of videos I am going to leave up to you what you like to see on. I've got a couple of videos planned what I want to do, but this is my chance to sort of speak to you guys and get what you want to see. I'll try and get a discussion up with friends and family to see how they thought of when I first got the alopecia and everything. Also, leave comments, guys, below, see what you'd like me to talk about. I am trying to currently, at the moment, is to get hold of a friend of mine with alopecia. She is going to give me a female perspective on it, which I think would be very interesting to hear. And also for you guys, if there's some of you with alopecia related and you'd like to hear some thoughts from her perspective as well, that'd be very useful also. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking, if you're enjoying the videos. And yeah, thank you very much, and remember, stay strong, my fellow alopecians.